Hello students, welcome back in today's session. So we were doing chapter number 4, that is political parties and party system in India. In the previous lecture we have discussed about what is political party, its meaning, its functions, its types, its kinds, the challenges faced by various political parties. One important topic was left yesterday, that is coalition government. So dear student, what is coalition government? What do you mean by coalition government? To form the government, every party need to form majority. Sometimes it happens that a single party is unable to form majority. So what happens in that case? So at that situation, in that situation, at that time, two or more than two political parties, they can come together and they can form the government, and that situation or that type of government is known as coalition government. At present, if you will see, in Haryana we are having coalition government of BJP and JJP. In Maharashtra also there is a coalition government, and this concept of coalition government at central level emerged during the period of 1989. After 1989 this concept emerged. So I hope now this coalition government is clear. Now come to the next topic. In this chapter I told you already, no fixed syllabus is provided by the CBSE, and they have restructured the syllabus. In your books there is a second chapter. In this book, if you will see, this politics in independent, since politics in India since independence, its second chapter is era of one party dominance. So some topics are taken from that chapter and they are merged in this chapter, political party and party system. So the next topic is Congress system. So what is Congress system? Actually, Congress system is also known as Congress dominance on Indian politics. After independence, if you will see, this Congress party emerged as the biggest political party and it ruled over India for a longer period of time. This is the single largest party who ruled for a longer period of time. So let us see what happened at that time. After 1947, the interim government was formed. Nehru was the prime minister, and the first general election they were held in 1952. So during first three general election, first is in 1952, 1957, and 1962, continuously in three general election, this Congress party won the majority. Maximum number of seats are won by this Congress party, and they formed the government as well as center as well as state level also. During this time period, state legislative assemblies were held, and in the same manner this Congress party performed very well and very nicely. So in 1952, Congress won 364 out of 489. In 57, 371 out of 494, and in 1962, 361 out of 494. So if you will see this chapter, era of one party dominance, page number 31, you can see here this, there is a complete clear chart of these three continuous consecutive elections. In first general election, and what was the number of seats won by Congress. So at that time in state there is a area, Travancore state and this Cochin area, which is present Kerala, their Communist party won the elections. It was the first time in the history of world, not only in India but it is the history of the world, ki first time this Communist party won the election through democratic way. So that was Communist party, and they won 60 seat, and the governor was on page number 33. You will see EMS Namboodiripad was the governor. The governor invited EMS Namboodiripad, leader of Communist Legislature Party, to form the ministry. Governor has invited EMS Namboodiripad to form the government. But what happened is in 1957. In 1957, the government was formed. In 1959, the Congress government and the center dismissed the Communist Party uh, in Kerala under Article 356 of the Constitution. It was very controversial decision of the Congress because they have misused their power of emergency to fall the government of CP, Communist Party. So then you can see there is a variation in the seats and votes. If you will see, these seats are won by the Congress Party, but if you will look at their number of votes, that was 45% only. Means the Congress was able to manage with 45% of votes only, but he secured 74% of seats. So why there is that much difference? 74% seats they secure, and number of vote was only 45. So that was a big gap. And how it occurs? It is due to the drawback of FPTP system. You know, in India we have opted a FPTP system. What happens in FPTP system? No need of majority in winning the election. The maximum number of vote the person or party achieved, they are declared winner. So that benefit was taken by the Congress party. When the opposition is divided, when the opposition is scattered, so that advantage was taken by Congress, and Congress won in the first three general election, and that dominance is known as Congress system. Then we have this, why it happens. Now the question comes in our mind, why Congress was able to dominate for a longer period of time. Is there was no opposition? Why opposition was not able to stand up against the Congress? What were the reasons? There are many reasons, few are them. That first is, though Congress was oldest political party and people are emotionally attached with this party. Why they are emotionally attached? Because this the formation of this Congress party is the related with the independence movement, and that is the root of formation of Congress party, and that's why the people are emotionally attached. Second, in Congress party it is like a umbrella organization. Why it is considered as umbrella organization? Because opposition or the opponents are not having any issues against the this Congress. Because if you will see the elite section of the society like Jawaharlal Nehru, the richer section of the society, rich people, educated class, the middle class like Lal Bahadur Shastri, female, upper caste, lower caste, Hindu, Muslim, different religion, all are the part with the of this Congress party. So opposition is not having an issue. That's why they are not able to unite themselves against this Congress. Congress is considered as a centrist party, means it is not neither capitalist nor socialist, but we cannot say that there was no challenge for the Congress. Yes, of course, Congress also faced the challenge, and that challenge was not from the outside, that challenge was from inside only. Means that the Congress faced the challenge from their own leaders, means some leaders, they were not happy with the policies of the capitalist policy of the Congress. That's why they criticize its own party, its own leader, and some were to separated it from the Congress and they formed their own party. If you will look at the page number 34, Socialist Party is there. In 1934, Congress Socialist Party was formed within the Congress, and in 1948, the Congress amended its constitution to prevent its members from having a dual party membership. This forced the socialists to form a separate socialist party in 1948. The party's electoral performance caused much disappointment to its supporters. Although this socialist party was not able to perform well, but it is a new party who were not satisfied with the capitalist ideology of Congress. So this is all about the Congress and the Congress system. See you again in the next lecture. Till then, bye bye. Take care.